Hello and welcome back to Bible Wits Bible Corner. Today we're going to be in Matthew chapter 8 and I'm only going to read the first 4 verses for this video in the English Standard Version. When he came down from the mountain, great crowds followed him. And behold, a leper came to him and knelt before him, saying, Lord, if you will, you can make me clean. And Jesus stretched out his hand and touched him, saying, I will be clean. And immediately his leprosy was cleansed. And Jesus said to him, see that you say nothing to anyone, but go show yourself to the priest and offer a gift, or offer the gift that Moses commanded for proof to them. Okay, so just a couple of real quick things that I would like to go over with this short passage. Jesus had just finished the Sermon on the Mount, and he was coming down off the mountain. There was a crowd following him, and this leper was probably in that crowd. He comes up to Jesus and says, Lord, if you will. He doesn't say, can you? He doesn't say, if it is possible, would you be able to? He says, if you will. So he already knows that Jesus can heal him because there's a good chance he heard the Sermon on the Mount. He knows the authority that Jesus has. He's just, at this point, wanting to know, okay, will he do it? Will he actually do it if I ask? So Jesus says, yeah, I will. He reaches out and he touches him. So that's something there that if the Pharisees and Sadducees were around, would have instantly told Jesus that he did something wrong because he touched a leper. According to the old law, if you touch a leper, you are unclean. You have to do a certain kind of a cleansing process, and you have to be away from the community for X amount of days. And then when all that is said and done, then you can come back in the community and be clean again. But Jesus touches him. He goes against what the Jews were taught. But he does it on purpose because he knows what the bigger picture is. Now, Jesus also tells him, be sure not to tell anyone this. Well, there's already a crowd there, so there's already a chance that Jesus was seen doing this. There's probably a good chance he didn't want this miracle to be known because some people say that he said that because it wasn't his time to do public miracles yet. However, like I say, there was a crowd, so there's probably people that did watch him do it. He has to go show himself to the priests. Like, that is a Jewish custom where if you had any kind of illness, whatever it was, when you became better, when you became clean, you had to present yourself to the priests and you had to offer the sacrifices. Now, I haven't studied the Old Testament enough to know exactly what those sacrifices are or were. I just know that Jesus was still wanting to keep as much to Jewish custom as possible while showing people where they kind of overreacted. In other words, this touching of the leper, Jesus was able to touch him because Jesus was able to heal him. So, how do we relate this to us today? Do we know that God can take care of our problems? Do we, or do we kind of question it? God, I'm not sure if you're able to handle this, but would you be able to help me out with this situation? So I think that's how we approach God sometimes. I don't know if it's hesitation. I don't know if it's fear, but we do approach God like that. I think we need to have the faith of this leper who knew that Jesus could heal him, cleanse him. Just simply asked, if you will. There's a passage in James that I absolutely love. We shouldn't just say today or tomorrow I'm going here or there to conduct business. No, what we should say is, if God wills today or tomorrow, I will go here and there. We know that God can take care of us. That message is all over the Bible. We just have to demonstrate that by our daily lives in our faith. I hope you find encouragement in this, and I hope you have a wonderful, God-centered day. Bye.